When I was 15 years old, I would play 16 hours of video games straight. And how do you think this affected my health? I had shit posture, I had zero energy throughout the day, and I couldn't focus on the things that were important to me. I knew my brain couldn't be trusted, so I decided to tame my mind instead. What really changed for me was going to the gym, because the gym helped me build confidence. It helped me build this kind of, energy throughout the day. I wasn't feeling tired. I wasn't feeling sluggish throughout the day. Now that I finally did something productive, my mind started to work. My mind wasn't generating these negative thoughts. It was generating these positive thoughts because I was finally moving my body and I wasn't sitting timid all day. A lot of people struggle with this. A lot of people, all they'll do is they'll sit and, after work, they'll watch Netflix. After school, all they'll do is watch Netflix, sit down. And then they wonder why they're depressed and anxious. They wonder why they have symptoms of ADHD. It's because you have all this built up energy inside of you, but you don't let it out. So what starts to happen is you start to develop these mental health problems because the energy is there, you're just not using it. And if you think about it, we had so much energy as kids. We would go to the playground, play with our friends, we would play basketball, we would bike around, go on adventures. But we've lost this. Now all we do is when we're tired and when we're sick of school, we sit and we nap. And then we repeat this cycle over again and we wonder why your symptoms of like depression and anxiety are popping up. It's because you're not releasing that energy. Like as a kid, we had so much energy to do the things and we would beg our parents not to, go inside because of how much fun we were having. And we've lost that fun over time because now we're addicted to stuff like our phones. We're addicted to this dopamine on the computer, like playing video games and doom scrolling. Once you lose this fun, what starts to happen is you develop these symptoms naturally because you haven't unlocked your inner child. You haven't unlocked the energy that he had before, where we were hanging on the monkey bars. We were having so much fun moving around. But now you're just this timid guy who just sits and plays video games all day. And you expect yourself to be healthy. You expect yourself to generate these positive thoughts. You might go to the gym like once or twice a week, but then after that, bro, you're just sitting in your room, you're gooning, you're watching stupid content. Once you finally unlock that energy, once you start to move your body, once you start to, go outside for a walk, you don't even have to, hit workouts. Just start simple. Go to the park, go for walks around your neighborhood. Walk with your mom, like have meaningful conversations. Because what you're doing right now isn't helping you at all. It's making your life so much worse. And right now, you might think of it as being something enjoyable. But what's going to happen over time is your life is just going to get slowly worse and worse. You start to develop these health problems. You start to have like bad knees when you grow up because you're not walking. All you're doing is sitting inside all day. And it's so unnatural to do this. But once you start to do this, what you're going to realize is you start developing these positive thoughts. All those negative thoughts you had before, they kind of just go away because you're finally in the real world. You're finally able to get the vitamin D from the sun. The lack of vitamin D makes you depressed. The lack of movement makes you depressed. If you're interested in the stuff I'm talking about and you want to 10x your progress and have this superhuman brain and body, I have a course. The link is in the description. Definitely check it out if you're interested. Really, if you think about it, as teenagers, we're supposed to have this countless energy. We're supposed to have so much energy throughout the day. We're not supposed to have a crash at like 3, 4, right when we get out of school and then we take a nap. We're supposed to have so much energy, but through the foods we eat and us not getting enough movement throughout the day and our sleep, what starts to happen is, you're supposed to get tired midday, and then your sleep schedule's messed up because you get up around 8, and then you can't go back to sleep because you just slept. You took a 4-hour nap. Now gotta get up to go to school tomorrow. So you know, it just messes you up. But once you start to implement these things, when you start to move your body, when you start to eat cleaner foods, what starts to happen is your life gets better over time. You're not this person who's, sitting in their room all day, doom scrolling when they know they should be doing something productive, when they know they should be going to sleep. You're this person that's like finally taking control of their health. Your parents start to respect you, your friends start to look up to you, and they start to ask you for advice. That's what happens when you start to implement these things. And I truly want it for you because it changed my life and I know it will change yours. So, really, take the action you need, take the action that's required for you to reach your goals because you know what you need to do, but you're just not doing it. Because I could tell you all this and then you can just, take it, shrug your shoulders, and say it doesn't work. Because really, nobody talks about this stuff because this stuff makes no one money. No one profits off this. But what they will profit off is, selling you a medication. You go into your doctor and them selling you some medication that's gonna have your symptoms healed, and you're gonna need to go back, get more. So really, this stuff is free. This stuff is no cost. I don't make any money from it. So that's why I want you to improve your health. That's why I want you to take the action that's required because it really transforms your life, and you don't realize it until you actually start to do it. And then you start to hear from other people who have done it, and then you think you're different, but you're really not. So if you're interested in this stuff and you're interested in the course, the link is in the description below, so definitely check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.